Welcome to Jay's Studio. This will be a relatively quick video to show you a couple of things with the ER-20. If you've had a chance, or if you get a chance and you're interested in setting up your ER-20 well, check out my playlist, which has 11 videos about tuning and calibrating your ER-20 so that it performs reliably for you. But just a couple things I want to show you about the ER-20's printing this particular PLA, and then I want to also show you an upgrade that I've made, a hardware upgrade that I've made that I think is a worthwhile investment. So first of all, we're talking today about Eryone's Metal Silk Rainbow PLA. And this PLA is like all rainbow PLAs, purports to change color throughout the print, and it's a silk based, so it's going to have that characteristic sheen, which will obviously vary depending on the temperature at which you print it. But anyway, this is the very first print. I threw it on, got it flowing, and through the hot end, and then just basically plopped print on this rather large print, which has now been going for about 14 hours. Let me see if I can get this to... There we go. So about 1406, and the model will be linked down in the description. It is a model you can get free on Thingiverse, and a great job by the sculptor. It's going to be a tablet stand that looks like two octopus arms. But if you'll notice, or not if you'll notice, but one thing that I did not do, I usually print a temp tower for every new PLA, but I've used a lot of Eryone silk PLAs, and I decided to just try the kind of default temperature, which is about 210, with this particular PLA, and so far it seems to be printing really, really nicely. I'll zoom in just a bit so you get an idea of how it's looking. Not using any supports. There's a relatively long bridge, and it seems to be handling it just beautifully. So, first impressions is that it looks really nice. It went from a kind of a straight green to begin with into what now is kind of a gold color. We'll see what happens here in a little bit when it gets up to the end, whether it's just going to kind of move more deeply into that gold color for this particular stand, or whether or not it's going to change color a little bit more drastically. So, so far, having a good experience with the rainbow silk or metal silk rainbow PLA by Eryone. Now to the hardware change that I made, and this will be easily noticeable if you look over here at the X belt tensioner. I installed one, and this was a very so far has been an incredibly useful tool for me. I really like being able to adjust the X belt tension just with a twist of this very handy to use knob at the end. This is all metal construction, and as a result, it just is super solid. You can print a few things for X-belt tensioners, and that's great. I could have done that, and probably will maybe in the future just as an exercise. But it's really nice on a piece like this to have the metal. Really simple install. The bolts themselves here do not fit, so you need to use the hardware that comes with the X-stop or the X belt tensioner and XAxis tensioner, and I'll have the link to that, the product, in the description below. These come with T-nuts, and they attach to your 2020 rails here, and then you'll have to obviously pull out the nut on the belt, and then loop your belt through it, set it all in very easily and nicely. Kind of butts up against the gantry, so you know right where you need to be, and then you can tighten up your bolts. And then you'll need to reinstall that one bolt. The Allen wrench fits in the back here, and you just want to not necessarily tighten it, but get it nice and secure in there, but loose, so that the belt spins freely. The belt, or the roller, is actually grooved just like your groove on the left-hand side of your the pulley wheel on the left-hand side of your XAxis is also grooved to align with the grooves in the belt. This one is as well, instead of the default or stock smooth roller. So this cannot help but be even more precise with regards to what you're doing. So so far, I mean, I'm pretty new with this, but right now I recommend this highly. It was a very inexpensive yet solid upgrade to the ER-20. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, and I'll continue to give you updates, please hit like and subscribe. And as always, have a great time 3D printing. See you next time.